Hey Cosmic Babes, it's your girl Malu from Co-Creating Hermit. For those new to the channel, Co-Creating Hermit is a self-discovery community that cultivates transformative alignment for our mind, body, and spirit. Before jumping into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, please. Also, follow me on Instagram for similar content and check out my blog where I get more in-depth on topics that help us grow. With that being said, for the good of all and harm to none, let's begin. So my Cosmic Babes, I felt called to do this 3-card spread on how to unlock yourself, the key to self-discovery. The spread calls for 8 cards, but due to time limitations, I decided to do 3 cards. With that in mind, the intention of this video is to find out what makes you unique, how you can unlock magical powers, and what your hidden potentials are. I'll be pulling from a few other oracle decks to get any additional guidance from your higher self and from your guides. Okay, Cosmic Babes, we are going to use a brand new oracle deck that I just recently got. It's called the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and we're going to use this as a signifier. Alright, spirits, guides are those tuning in. Can I get a signifier card for those that select pile number 1? So we're going to be doing 3 piles. It's going to be a pick a card reading. And I'll also have some items to be an additional signifier if the card isn't enough for you to make your choice. So spirit guides are those that select pile number 1. Can you get a signifier card of their sacred destiny, please, Spirit? 1 signifier card, please, for those that select pile number 1. Perfect. For pile number 1, we've got transformation. Excellent. That's beautiful. Alright, so spirit and spirit guides are with us at pile number 2. Can we get a card of their sacred destiny, please, spirit? Was it select pile number 2? Excellent. We've got purity. Very nice. And let's get one last card. Spirit, can you get a card for those that select pile number 3 of their sacred destiny? Let's get a card for those that will be selecting pile number 3. Oh, okay, I got it. We've got here wisdom. Very nice. Okay. At the back of the deck for everyone is fulfillment. That is very hopeful, and I want to say encouraging, right, to see that. So I'm going to do something different. Rather than crystals, I'm going to use items that I have around my home. I love to collect bric-a-brac or knickknacks. It used to be so much worse, but I've toned it down on my collections. But now they're like mementos or like special things. So for card number 1, I decided to go with Zoltar Speaks. If you ever seen this machine, the Zoltar machine, they give you, it's a fortune telling machine, and you put in a dollar or a quarter, whatever it charges, and it gives you a little fortune cookie. And as you can see, I'm a Pisces, and I've highlighted my section, and it tells you a fortune in the back. So that's for pile number 1. As I picked this one because I also thought for someone who is unlocking their powers, they may feel like they are psychic in that sense, or they can divine messages, like they're clairvoyant, claircognizant, or clairaudient, or clairsentient, all those colors. You don't necessarily only have to be picking pile number 1 to feel that. We all have one of those powers, our abilities, I want to say. However, for this pile, I feel like they are psychic in that sense, or like they can channel or medium, right? For pile number 2, for the purity card, I decided to go with this. My son gave me this, or my little brother, I can't recall, but they gave me this because they know I'm into crystals and whatnot, but they thought it looked like a glass ball, a crystal ball to see in, right? People divine through crystal balls, and I thought it was just so cute. So it looked like a mini crystal ball for you to divine in. So if you're into, I think it's my dyslexia, I'm sorry. I'll put the text in here. When you gaze into a mirror, crystal ball for it to give you messages, that's something that you feel called to. And then lastly, for pile number 3, if you selected the wisdom card, I picked for you guys this little bottle that reminds me of a potion bottle, right? And this is something that I collected a while ago from a thrift store. It's the Jenny Lind bottle from the Wheaton, New Jersey glass company. They made these off of the Swedish Nightingale, which was Jenny Lind was an opera singer, also known as a Swedish Nightingale. But I picked this bottle with the intention of maybe you guys are into making potions, right? So that's something there. Or you guys are into the healing arts, right? And pile 2 could be into like fortune telling, whereas pile 1 could be into channeling messages for people and helping people. Not to say that these don't help people, you know what I mean. But anyways, go ahead and pick the pile. The timestamps are down below for you guys to pick, and I'll see you guys at your piles. Bye. Hey, pile number 1, if you selected the Zoltar Speaks fortune teller ticket, then this is your reading along with the transformation signifier card. So I went ahead and pre-shuffled the cards already and pulled the ones for your reading. So this first card here represents what makes you unique. And the second one is how to unlock magical powers. And the third card here is what are your hidden potentials. I also have my mini tarot deck on the side for clarifiers. And well, let's get into it. So one card that makes you unique is the Devil card in reverse. Very nice. I love that already. And how you can unlock your magical powers is the Ace of Swords. And what your hidden potentials are is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So, pile number 1. With this Devil card in reverse here, I am sensing that you guys have this ability. What makes you guys unique is the ability to be detached from certain things. You guys can really remain I feel like for you guys have this power and like this knowing of who you are. You guys are firm and able to stand in your ground, so that you guys know, like, if something's not working and if it's not resonating with you or it's no longer serving you, you have the ability to let it go and to detach from it, right? And also, you guys have that inner strength that you guys have the ability, and I want to say you guys are like the free spirit. You guys have that freedom and that inner freedom to do whatever you want, regardless of what people will say or think. You guys follow the beat of your own drum, right? You guys follow your heart, and you guys are true to that sense, and that is what makes you unique. Truly it does, because not that many people can do that. I'm telling you right now, that is something that I'm barely learning at this ripe age of 31. So for you guys to have that, to that, the thing that makes you unique, that quality of yours that makes you unique, is so wonderful, especially in a sea of lost people who don't know who they are, what they want to do, what their purpose is, what their passions are, what they like, what they want, you know? That is wonderful for you to have already, and that to make you divinely and authentically unique. I love that for you guys. Now, with the second card here, which is how to unlock magical powers, with this Ace of Swords here, it's focusing and actually setting the time out and the intention out to harness that magical power of yours, of bringing, I'm going with this card here, transformation into your life. If you set aside some time, right, to focus on bringing that clarity and to fine tune what it is you actually want, whether it is you're trying to bring a whole transformation into your life, right, like a 180 transformation, or if it's you're trying to master a certain skill or a certain talent, or in this case, right, your ability to help yourself transform, but also to the point that you want to teach other people how to transform, if that is the case, then you first need to put in that time and energy into yourself and learn what works, right? And it's not to say that it's a one size fits all, but if you work on that and you learn how the ebbs and flows of it, right? And you will be able to teach other people how to do that in that sense. That's what I'm sensing here in a way for you to unlock. Sorry, one second. Seems to be a truck passing. Yeah. So that's going to be a way for you guys in order to unlock that that power, that magical power, is to set some time apart that you can get some type of clarity so that you can fine tune what it is that you actually want to achieve, right? Since you have this way of allowing yourself to be vulnerable and to be authentic and to be truly you, and you're not influenced from other people, you're stable and know within you, right? Set that time so that you can start focusing and setting your intentions on what it is you're trying to cultivate, what it is you're trying to do. Because I feel for you guys, pile number one, you guys are natural manifestors. Like your brain is so powerful. It's so powerful to the point that if you guys think it, you can manifest it. So with this Ace of Swords card here, I feel like your guides are trying to tell you is to be very, very mindful of what you are speaking into existence because of your guys' manifesting abilities. So just be very mindful of, like, for example, let's say you had a rough morning and you say, man, this is going to be the worst day ever. You're thinking it and then you start saying it and boom, the day progressively gets worse, right? Because again, the universe mirrors and reflects back to you what you are speaking into existence, into the universe. So be very mindful of that, right? Because you guys are the natural born manifestors. You guys don't have to do that whole 3-6-9 method. You don't have to do all these different rituals and spells and stuff for that. You guys just naturally set your intentions, your thoughts, and your feelings towards it, and it appears within time for you. Be very mindful of that. And with this third card here of what are your hidden potentials, you guys are a sense of stability. Like I had said earlier here, you guys are so stable within yourself, right? You guys provide that stability and that strength for other people and that wisdom, right? You guys teach other people how to harness that within themselves, meaning ultimate transformation. So, your guys' ability to know who you are and to feel comfortable within your skin helps other people feel feel more authentic to themselves, right? Let me get some clarifying cards for that Four of Pentacles. One second. Spirit, can you get some clarifying cards for the Four of Pentacles here, Spirit? Okay, we have the Lover's card here. Okay. Oh, and the Ace, the Eight of Wands. Okay. So at the back of the deck, we have the Hermit. Hey, hey, hey. Let me keep it. So the Lovers. 6, 8, 9. Okay. So yeah, when you guys are able to work with people, and it's people close to you, your friends, your family, your partner, but you guys have this ability, this very charming like ability to work with others, right, and to help other people bring this ability of with the Eight of Wands especially talks about fast movement, fast acting, right? I'm telling you, you guys have this potential of manifesting whatever you desire quickly, just with the power of your thought and the power of your feelings. And it, for me, you guys are going to be that guide with this Hermit card here. I'm sensing that you guys are going to be the guide for those in your circle. It's not to say, I don't know, if you want to become a coach, right, a manifestation coach or a transformation coach, go right ahead. Like the cards seem very promising. However, I'm sensing for you guys are going to be teaching those in your inner circle, right? However, there is a potential for you guys to start making that a business, or to offer that as a service to teach people how to do that for themselves, for sure. But I'm sensing that you guys, with your natural born abilities to manifest and to tune into yourself, right? And to easily detach from things, right? I want you guys to look up the law of attachment or detachment, depends, people word it differently, but that's something that I feel like you guys are naturally good at, especially with this double card in reverse. So that is something that you guys are so natural at, and you guys are able to feel that stability within yourself, right? That security that you guys could do with it or without it. It's like you guys already feel so comfortable and so appreciative of your life that if it comes in, you're like, great, I got it. And if you don't get it, you're like, good, my life is still good. Which is so beautiful. That is so beautiful to have. And I think that's why the universe keeps on rewarding you with this. So let's go ahead and read from the transformation card. Oh, actually, sorry. Wait 1 second. I wanted to see what the card is behind the deck, because it literally ties in this whole reading. And look, you guys got the Death card. This is literally the card of transformation, you guys. Letting go and shedding all those things that no longer serve us in order for us to bring about a rebirth, a new elevated or evolved you, pile number 1. And that is overall your guys' ability to transform, to rebirth yourself whenever you know it's time for me to grow, it's time for me to evolve, excuse me. And that literally it coincides with that. Yeah, like you guys have had a lot of this Nine of Swords moments. You guys have had those depressing moments, but you guys have like this inner strength and resilience and know, wait, I am so much more than these problems. I am so much bigger than this. Nothing can break me down. Nothing can slow me down. I'm going to turn it around and use that as fuel to transform myself. And that is fucking powerful. Pile number 1. I love that for you. I'm going to read from this, the guidebook. So let's see the passage or the message from the guidebook, and then we'll pull extra cards. 1 second. So it says here, the sacred landscape wants you to know this is the time for change, reinvention, or rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. Very nice. That is amazing. I love that for you guys, pile number 1. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the, let's see, how you can work your light. This is work your light oracle cards. I'm going to see how you can work your light, right? In order for you to fine tune yourself. Let's see, spirit guides of pile number 1. How can pile number 1 work their light? How can pile number 1 work their light in order to unlock their true self? Spirit. How can this make pile number 1 unlock their light? Let's select pile number 1. Thank you. Okay. So it says here, yes, just say yes. Yeah, I seriously got that with this. When I had pulled the Ace of Swords, I literally felt that like you guys need to just be open to more those opportunities that come your way. Just be open to new experiences and trying new things until you find what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But it's just taking action like on those ideas and those like those ideas, innovative ideas that you may be having. and trying something completely new. Like even if you haven't seen someone do it and you're like, wait, I've never seen anyone do this before. How am I going to go about it? Through trial and error. Just try it until you find the right method. At the back of the deck here, we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Yes. And that also coincides with this Ace of Swords here. Get that clarity that you need in order for you to fine tune and figure it out what it is exactly you want to do with this unlocked you, this new version of you, this rebirth version of you. What is it that you want to use your magical powers for, or your potential for, right? What is this purpose that you want to use that makes you different? What do you want to use it for, right? That is beautiful. So moving forward, I'm going to pull a card from your higher self, and then we're going to end it with what is your divine abundance, right? Excuse me. In the sense, like, if you follow through with what with harnessing your unique talents and unlocking your magical gifts and using your hidden potentials, what divine abundance is that going to bring you, right? Let's just pull from that, and then we'll see a message from your higher self to end it off. Spirit, for those that selected pile number 1, what is their divine abundance? They follow through with unlocking their talents. Spirit, what is the divine abundance for those that selected pile number 1? What is the divine abundance they will acquire for following through with unlocking their true self? Spirit, what is it selected pile number 1? Get a card for those that selected pile number 1. Thank you. Oh, you guys got 2. 1 second. Oh, you guys got 3. Okay, we're going to keep them. So first we've got grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on Earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Very nice. I had said that you guys are feeling grounded within yourself. Then we have number 2 here. Well, the second card was liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. Yes, that's what I had said here with the Devil in Reverse card. You guys have that sense of freedom that you guys do whatever you want, regardless of what people will say or what might come up for you. You guys have that, oh my gosh, you guys have that freedom. I no longer want this fire ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Yes, and that's literally the Devil card in reverse. It's liberation, that freedom from the bondage of those things that had like a hold on you. Like if there was addictions or bad habits or limiting beliefs, you guys are those chain breakers. Yes, double confirmation, actually triple confirmation for you guys. Let's read at the back of the deck. It says loss. Sometimes you learn true offerings through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Yeah, you guys know that, and you guys have faith that that what is meant for you will come to you, and you guys know that you guys truly didn't lose anything, right? That is beautiful, pile number 1. So moving on, we have from the Intuition Oracle. We are going to pull a message from your higher self to you. All right, so take 3 deep breaths so that you can get grounded and centered, and we can connect with your higher self. 2 more deep breaths. Okay, 1 more deep breath. All right. Spirit guides of those who selected pile number 1, can we get a card from their higher self? Can we get a card from the higher selves of those that selected pile number 1? Okay, we got 1. We got this one right here. It says, the communicator. Affirmation. I remember that my words can have multiple meanings. Absolutely. And we're going to read from the guidebook before we leave. And then this card here is the improviser. I effortlessly adapt to deals and I effortlessly adapt to deals with unexpected circumstances. I'm going to keep this card. I'm definitely going to keep that card. I'm going to put this here, this one here, because it has a butterfly, and I feel like that one's meant for you guys too. So let's go ahead and read from the guidebook. Okay, so I'm going to read for this card first. The communicator. The difficulties we have with other people are usually the result of communication problems. Most often, problems arise because the parties involved are either not making themselves clear to each other or because either one or both refuses to make effort to really listen. It is a waste of everyone's time to let fear and preconceived notions stand in the way of real communication. Proper communication begins with an effort to make yourself clearly understood. It is important to remember that the same words can often mean different things to different people. This can be a result of cultural, regional, and age differences. A person's life experiences can attach very specific meanings, both positive and negative, to words and situations we would ordinarily expect neutral reactions. If all your efforts to establish a genuine dialogue seem to come to naught, or if they refuse to speak to you as a form of punishment, you may have to move on. Yes, yes. Maybe that's a slight message for a select few of you guys going through some communication problems with a special someone or specific someone. Now, moving forward to the improviser card here. It says here, the ability to improvise requires a deep understanding of your subject, whether obtained through formal study or dedicated practice or both, and the fearlessness to not go by the book but to let go of all your training and allow your instincts to guide you. The skill of improvising is another essential ability to ensure that you can deal with whatever life throws at you. It is the complement to making your base secure, the skill of the homebody. We can be prepared as we can, but still need to be able to deal with the unexpected. All expectations are unreasonable. No one is guaranteed another breath, let alone winning the lottery. Many of our fears about the future are unknown and are the result of being afraid that we will not be able to successfully deal with unexpected events. Remember the times you dealt successfully with out of the blue challenges and improvised in the face of rapidly moving situations. It is also a good idea to take the time to do some energy exercises and calm yourself. Even the best improviser cannot function well when they allow themselves to become overwhelmed with anxiety. Yes, that is amazing. I love that for you guys. So, pile number one, this is all I'm seeing for you guys. Remember, you guys have that ability to liberate yourself from anything that has a bondage on you, that's holding you stagnant and isn't allowing you to transform yourself. You guys have that magical ability. That's your magical power, right? And if you choose to, you can use it to guide others to bring that transformation for their lives as well. Another thing is that your hidden potential is that you guys are a source of stability, of groundedness, of security for not only yourself but for other people. You have that energy about you. So you guys could also be into energy work, into helping people feel grounded and centered, right? And cleansing them. You guys are the natural manifestors, so be very mindful of what you think and how you feel so that you don't bring it into fruition, right? All right, this is all I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number one. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share this video with anyone you think would care to watch it. And follow me on Instagram. My handle is at co_creatinghermit, where I post similar content to this weekly. Right? Bye, Cosmic Babe. Hey Cosmic Babes, if you selected pile number 2 with the Purity card and the crystal handle that looks like a crystal ball, I'm going to put a little emoji here so I can show you. Then this is your reading. So I've already gone ahead and pre-shuffled the cards and pulled them out for you guys. And then we'll read this towards the end. This card here represents what makes you unique. The second one here, how you can unlock magical powers. And the third one is, what are your hidden gifts? Or potentials, excuse me. What are your hidden potentials? And I have my mini tarot here for clarifiers if I need them. And remember, we have some oracle cards on the side here. Don't pop out. Does it still pop out? Oh, come on. I think that's better. So, and we have some oracle cards on the side here so that I can get any additional messages and guidance from your guides for you in order to unlock this hidden potential of yourself. And lastly, we would end with a message from your higher self on any additional messages and guidance for you. Okay, pile number 2. So let's get into it. So the first card here we have is the King of Pentacles. So your second card for how to unlock magical powers, you've got the 11th Major Arcana card, Justice. And then the third card here for what your hidden potentials are, you've got the Moon. This is such a beautiful card. The Moon. All right. Right off the bat, you guys are very, very powerful, very magical. You guys are celestial beings. Like, I feel like you guys are, I want to say like starseeds, or you guys know you're from another realm or dimension in that sense. Like, you guys, probably this is your first time incarnating into this dimension, into this planet. You guys feel like you're from another planet, especially with this Moon card here, how this woman is constantly like stargazing and looking out into the cosmos and feeling like homesick, like, and hopeful, like, you know? So I don't know much about starseeds, but I suggest you look into that. But definitely, I feel like you guys are from another like dimension or planet or universe in that sense, and you guys have so much power and potential. You guys are so powerful, and what makes you guys unique, pile number 2, is how influential you guys are, how powerful you guys are. You guys have this energy about you that you guys could, without even trying so hard, you guys could influence people. You guys could like steer the way in which people move. And it's not to say that I don't feel like you guys do it negatively. I feel like you guys like are the type to help motivate people and encourage people and help bring change about people. And especially with this Justice card here, I'm sensing that you guys are like the advocates. You guys are those visionaries that like to stand up for what is right and fight for what is right for people and for other people's rights, right? And not only your own, but for others. You guys are those who do not stand for any like discrimination, for any like human right violations. Like, you guys are those people who are not bystanders. Like, you guys, if you guys see something bad being done in front of you, you guys will stand up and say, hey man, that's not okay. Like, you don't be doing that crap in front of me, or even behind my back for that matter. Like, for example, if you see someone being discriminated or racially profiled, like, you would be up there standing up and saying that it's not okay. If this is how you're running your business, I will not be coming back here. Like, shame on you. Like, you'll be that one to start this whole ass riot. And it is amazing power to have that. It is such a wonderful aspect about you. So that is literally such an amazing thing that makes you unique. Pile number 1 is how influential you are, how powerful you are. And in doing so, I can sense here that you guys use your influence and your power in a positive way, right? And you guys use it to naturally attract things to you. And that is what makes you so unique and makes you so abundant in that sense. And how you can unlock your natural powers or your magical powers is to continue advocating for people, to continue using your talents and potentials and your skills, I want to say, or just continue doing good for other people, right? You continually paying it forward is such a wonderful thing and deed for you to do, because it continues to bring you an abundance, right? And it's not to say that you're doing this out of like to be, to have you on a high horse, like, because there's some people who do literally those acts of charity and kindness or philanthropies literally to boost their ego. It's not because they genuinely want to be good. I'm sensing for you guys are those type that love to volunteer or love to help out. And even if you guys aren't doing that just yet, I know that maybe in your mind it has crossed your mind, like maybe I should start helping my local donation center, or like what is it, like a soup kitchen, or where they give free meals, or where they hand out they help the homeless people, give them care packages, like, etc. Or even helping at your community garden, you know what I'm saying, volunteering at a what is it called, at a senior center, and giving them some hours and spending time with them, listening to their stories. And that bird really wants to talk. You guys, how you're going to unlock your powers is to continue to advocate and to stand up for what is just, for what is fair, right? And to be that person of, I don't want to say righteousness, but like, don't, like, continuing not being a bystander, right? Standing up and advocating for those who are voiceless in that sense, right? Using your privilege, and we all have privilege in a sense, right? And I'm not going to get too deep into it, but for example, I'm going to use me as an example. Although I am a cis um, female Latina, or a woman Latina, and I am of minority demographic, I am still fairly light skinned, right? And I have much more privilege compared to my dark skinned Latinas or Black women. I still have that privilege, and I have to always acknowledge that, right? Yes, even though I'm a Latina and I do suffer through some discrimination because of me being Mexican American, I don't go through the same discrimination and experiences than my darker skin minority sisters in that sense. And me, what I can do is always support and amplify and uplift those darker skinned women, and hold space for them and allow them to, if they feel called to share their experience, and hold space for them, sacred space for them in that sense, and also support them and advocate for them, right? When I see injustices being done and I could do something. And that's what I mean to say. Use your privilege to help other people and your platform to help others, to cultivate that change in our society and in our world, because you guys are very influential. But moving forward here, with this card here, what are your hidden potentials? I pulled the moon card for you guys, and you guys are seriously in tune with the moon. Also, I wanted to say, I didn't say this for the last reading and I feel bad, but for you guys may be a Libra, you guys may be a Pisces, or you guys may be a Cancer, sorry, not a Cancer, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo for sure. So moving on here, what your hidden potentials are is you guys tuning into the moon and into your intuition. Like, you guys are very, very, very intuitive. And I don't know if you guys know that yet, if you guys are fully aware of how intuitive you are, but if you guys were to do some like meditation to help you get connected, in tune with your intuition, or even with your third eye, do like some third eye chakra cleanses and like meditations to help you see it. Because I honestly feel like you guys, pile number 2, you guys can see right through people. You guys can see right through the bullshit. And you guys can like tell when someone's lying to you, when someone's not being true or deceitful. You guys are very highly intuitive. And if you guys aren't feeling that connected to your intuition, I strongly suggest that you guys do some form of intuition work to help you feel connected and in tune with it, because you guys have such a strong intuition. Seriously. So that is your hidden potential. That you guys are so in tune with your intuition that you guys can cut through so much bullshit, and you guys can see when people are being fake with you, or trying to manipulate you and play you. And that's seriously why you guys have the Justice card here. You guys have always stood up against it, and you guys know, nah, that's fucking bullshit. Like, don't come at me with that. So I freaking love that. Let's get any other clarifier cards here. Like, we get additional clarifier cards or any other messages for those that selected pile number 3. Okay, you guys got the Ace of Pentacles. You guys have the Six of Swords in reverse. And then at the back of the deck, we have the Hierophant. You guys have lots of major arcana cards here. So, yeah, another Ace of Pentacles here. Like, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys are the natural manifestors. Like, you guys can bring about prosperity for you guys. Definitely. You guys are easily able to do that. And I feel like you guys are the type to seriously, hold on one second. You guys could definitely be a Taurus, Cancer. I mean, not Cancer. Why do I keep on wanting to say Cancer? Maybe one of you guys are a Cancer. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo for sure, especially with this Hierophant, the Taurus card. The astrological associated sign, the zodiac sign associated with this card is Taurus. Pentacles is any earth signs. Justice is Libra, and the moon card is Pisces. And the swords are associated with air signs. So for you guys, I'm telling you, you guys have potential to bring prosperity to you easily because of how you guys carry yourself, right? Especially with this purity card here, you guys carry yourself with integrity, and you guys have that integrity allows you to remain authentic to yourself and true to yourself, and not only to yourself but to others. Like, what they see is what they get. There is no like holding back, there's no lies, there's nothing like that. And you guys being able to do that, people look up to you, people admire you and come to you for any wisdom, for any information that they may need, for anything in general. Like, they look up to you and they come to you, right? And it's also that you guys are what is that word, like, you guys are studious. Like, you guys like to do your due diligence and your research for sure. One second. The only thing is that I sense here is that sometimes you guys do, with the Six of Swords in reverse, you guys do like to take your time before making decisions, before moving forward. You guys are not impulsive whatsoever. You guys do like to take your time and making a decision of, like, for example, letting someone go, or like checking someone. Like, you guys, unless it's something that's serious, like, you guys really jump to it. But for example, like, let's just say you have a friend who like, you told a couple times, like, hey, like, you've had to set the boundary and remind them of the boundary. And rather than just letting it be one time, I just saw 11:11 on the clock, if that's something that resonates with you guys. But let's just say that you've told this person not once but twice, like, hey, you keep on crossing my boundary, you know, rather than letting them go at the first time that they make a mistake. You give them at least 3 tries, and then by the 3rd time you go, like, look, this is a serious boundary of mine and you keep on crossing it, and you've shown me time and time again that you really do not give a fuck about me and my boundaries, so I'm gonna have to end this friendship here. This is obviously just a vague example. I mean, if you're like that upfront, kudos to you, you know. But obviously, respectfully, you let people know, like, this is it, this is really it. And I really love that for you guys. That shows such maturity. Such maturity. At the back of the deck of this tarot that I used, you have strength. Absolutely. You guys have so much strength. You guys have this inner strength about you. You carry yourself, I'm telling you, in this way that you have so much power. You guys have so much power. And maybe it took you some time to come to it with the Five of Pentacles here. It took you some time to have this mindset, this mentality. But now that you have it, there's like literally no stopping you. Pile number 2. I'm going to read from the guidebook now, and then I'll pull the other oracle cards before we end your reading. Okay. So it says here, for the sacred landscape wants you to know. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can be and will be shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Reoccurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Yes, that is such an optimistic sign. That is a hopeful sign for you guys while you guys bring this change of unlocking your true self, pile number 1. Excuse me, pile number 2. So I'm going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle deck to see any other messages of how you can work your light. So let's see, Spirit Guides are those that selected pile number 2. How can pile number 2 work their light? And card, please. How can pile number 2 work their light? Spirit Guides are those that selected pile number 2. How can they work their light? Oh, thank you. You guys got no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Okay, I just giggled or laughed because pile number 1 got yes and you guys got no. It's just funny. So for some of you guys, like I had said, you guys are stable in that sense that you guys know to take your time. You guys know to pause, and you guys are very responsive rather than reactive. And if you guys are still reactive, working towards that responsiveness, this is for you for sure. At the back of the deck, we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Yep, I'm going to keep that one. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, try something new. Try something new that will help you bring about this transformation for sure. And yeah, it's something that will literally change your energy, something that will revitalize it or help you bring in this new fresh energy in that sense. Okay, so we have the divine abundance. Yeah, the divine abundance oracle cards. And we're going to see what divine abundance are you going to receive when unlocking your true self. So Spirit Guides, for those that selected pile number 2, what divine abundance are they going to receive from unlocking their true self? Divine abundance are those that selected pile number 2 going to receive. Okay, and then I'm going to pull one more, 1 second. So I'm going to give you 3 just because pile number 1 got 3. I love that for you guys. 1 second. I'm going to pull from the back of the deck. 1 second. Okay. So you guys got limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. Then you guys got courage. Let me be open to courageously taking the steps that are shown. Absolutely. Yeah, like this is for you guys, the ones that don't feel fully there yet, of like being the advocates and being the innovators or standing up for what's right and what you believe in. If you guys don't feel that way yet, these cards are literally speaking to you right now. And you guys got the sanctity card. It says here, through offering, even the most mundane problem can be a sacrament. Yeah, giving your problems to Spirit, to the Most High, to God, to Source, to Goddess, whatever you subscribe to, giving them your problems and allowing them to help you transmute it so that you can no longer be weighed down with it, right? And at the back of the deck, we have individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth school. Exactly, especially with the Hierophant. The Hierophant also talks about being studious, going back to school, learning something new. Gaining wisdom and guidance. So let's get the last messages here from your higher self. So I would like for you to take 3 deep breaths. Pile number 2. 1. Good. 2. Good. Now 3. Excellent. All right. Higher self of those that selected pile number 2, please give us a card. Thank you. Give us one right away. 1 second. Okay, we've got here this card, and it's number 31, the partners. Affirmation: I keep my word and put my partnership first in all ways. And then I'm going to pull from the back of the deck. Okay, they're not nude. Good. We got this card here. 2, the lustful. Affirmation: I embrace my individuality and my sexuality as sacred gifts. Interesting. At the back of the deck, we have the lovers. Affirmation: I attract love, abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to read from the guidebook. Give me 1 second. Okay, starting with the partners here. So the heart of the matter says, a true partnership is when all concerned are devoted to making it work. In a non-romantic partnership, it will work when everyone keeps their word. In a romantic partnership, each must put the relationship first, ahead of all other considerations, thereby creating a world for each other that is satisfying, safe, and secure place where each can be themselves fully. The process of working towards that and other goals together is the essence of living, breathing partnership. However, if even the idea of taking steps to begin working together to reach the basic goals of partnership, like mutual trust, honesty, respect, and equality, seems impossible, you may have to confront the fact that your partnership is not working, or if a romantic one, the relationship is not a working partnership. When you are in a truly loving partnership, the great teachings of the world's great philosophers come alive in a way that cannot be explained by those not fortunate enough to experience it. Words like love, cherish, caring, patience, trust, and sharing take on a new meaning. It is possible to attain spiritual enlightenment and a heightened intuitive ability through a loving relationship. Yes, absolutely. And moving forward to the lustful card here, the heart of the matter is, whether you are alone, dating, or have found your soulmate, your sexual appetite is just that, yours. How you reveal your sexual preferences, if at all, is an individual matter. However, the force of our sexual urges is so strong as to tear away the mask of anyone who tries to deny them in themselves and in others. The sexual urges and sexual identity of most people today have been shaped to a great extent by the forces of sexual exploitation, repression, ignorance, guilt, and the consequences of them all. Self-examination is needed to make sure you are being true to your sex drive and not to someone else's preservation of it. It is important to remember that even the pioneering psychiatrist Sigmund Freud defined sexual preservation as any sexual act that is not done with the express purpose of giving birth to a child, thereby shaming almost everyone ever born as to pervert. This kind of erroneous thinking is what each of us is challenged to root out and destroy in ourselves and in our culture. When you really love someone, you want to be with that person as much as possible and in every way. If merely juxtaposing never before seen sexual organs with yours is worth hurting your partner's feelings and risking disease and the ruining of your relationship, and then your relationship was not very good in the first place. I feel like with these two cards here, what it is to say, you guys are an advocate for people, for you guys in your relationship, right? What makes you unique is your ability to communicate with your partners, whether you guys are in an intimate relationship or not. However, to remember to to work on those basic principles that help you guys maintain a healthy and reciprocating relationship. And if it's not working after multiple attempts, then it's okay to let it go, right? On your own discretion, of course. And with this one here, I feel like this is for a select few of you guys to be mindful of those relationships if you are in intimate ones. If they're pushing you to be much more sexual than you are comfortable with, that it is okay for you to set boundaries and to advocate for yourself. And if they ever shame you or make you feel bad, then that's not a relationship you want to be in. That's a total red flag. And that's someone that you should let go of and move away from, right? Of course, if that's what your discernment is guiding you to do. But with these two cards, I feel like that's for a specific someone from your higher self to you, pile number 2. So with that being said, this is all I'm seeing for you guys. Please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share this video with anyone you think would care to watch. And follow me on Instagram. My handle is @co_creatinghermit, where I share content like this and much more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, pile number 2. Hey, pile number 3, if you selected the little bottle, the little potion, this little potion bottle here, the Swedish Nightingale bottle with the wisdom signifier card, then this is your reading. At the end of the reading, or towards the end of the reading, I'll read from the guidebook the message of that card. I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards for this 3-card spread. The first one represents what makes you unique. The second one is how to unlock magical powers. And the third one is what are your hidden potentials. So let's get into it. The first card is the 3 of Swords. The second card is the 2 of Wands. And the third and final card is the Ace of Cups. Very nice. Okay. So, whether you know tarot or not, the 3 of Swords is kind of like a heavy card. Kind of, not really. But it's like a card that talks about grief, about pain, about sadness, right? And this card represents what makes you unique, pile number 3. And I feel like for you guys, it's the healing aspects, that you guys are able to heal your heart. One second. Sorry, it's just both of my ears started like, not ringing, but there was like this sound. You know, sometimes how in utter silence you can still hear sound from your ears, like if those of you that know will know, like you guys will get it. But it sounded much louder as I was talking about this card for you guys, pile number 3. And I feel like for you guys are the resilient ones. You guys are the strong ones. You guys are the compassionate ones, the empaths. Like, you guys are very empathic. And I think when I was showing you guys your little signifier item, I was saying potions to help heal other people. But I feel like your guys' energy is that type of healing, calming energy. Because I know you guys have suffered a lot of pain and heartache and grief, but that grief, you were able to transmute it into inner strength, into resiliency, into compassion and forgiveness. And you guys did get the wisdom card here, and all of that allowed you to become much more wise and much more mature, especially with this Ace of Cups here, confirming emotional maturity. So I feel like that is what makes you guys unique. You know, we all experience our fair share of traumatic events or unpleasant situations in our life. Regardless of what your economic background is, what your demographic is, what your ethnicity is, life is not forgiving. Like, life and time does not give a fuck about all those things that you identify with. We all have our share of shit that we go through. And for you guys, it's not to say that you guys have gone like way more than everyone else, but you guys have had a hard life of knocks, but you guys have always been able to stand back up and to be resilient. And rather than that making your heart hard and bitter, you guys have always had compassion and hope, and you guys were always able to move forward with that. And that is such a beautiful aspect to have. Honestly, that is, regardless of what you went through, you still kept your heart open. And that is amazing. That's an amazing quality. I kid you not. That is something that I've been working for, because my heart has been bitter for a while. So that is amazing that you guys have that unique quality within you. Pile number 3. I love that for you. I'm moving forward here with the how to unlock your magical powers. You guys got the Two of Wands. Like, you guys need to, suggestion here is to start similar to pile number 1, in the sense that you gain some clarity and focus on what it is you want to do with your life, or to use your powers for, essentially your unique gifts, your unique talents. Like, what is the purpose for this and what you plan to use it with. So creating plans for yourself, it will help you unlock your magical power, right? So finding that clarity and finding out what it is that makes you passionate, what it is that inspires you, or that motivates you to move forward, definitely will help you unlock your magical powers. Pile number 3, I am sensing that for you indeed. And it's actually taking the time to be very observant and to see what's working for you and what's not. I feel like you guys are the type to move with the flow. Like, you guys are not in a rush. You guys are not very impulsive. You guys are much more slower and calmer. Also, I want to say that you guys are either of the air signs, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or the fire signs, um, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So you guys are either of those for sure. I am sensing that. But for you guys have this, like, this calming energy about you, and almost like this cleansing energy. Like, I notice a theme of water with you guys. So you guys definitely must be like a water sign, or you guys have water placements, like very strong water placements in your chart. So that's something you may want to look up, because I can see water here and the water here. Your cup runneth over. Like, seriously, that's what I sense when whenever I see this card. Sorry for moving the camera. Whenever I see this card, I hear the term, my cup runneth over. Like, you guys have an abundance of joy, of love, of just all those wonderful things. And see how there's a water mermaid here, and they're in the water. You guys are as deep as the ocean. You guys are so, like, just when people think they got to know you, they have barely touched the surface. If only they went deep within and they get to know your true self. Like, that's what I'm saying. You guys have gone through so many things. That's why you guys are so wise and are so profound and so deep, like the ocean. So I'm loving that for you guys. I'm gonna, oh no, sorry. So what your hidden potential is, I'm so sorry for moving so fast. You guys are just like, I feel like an open book. Like, your reading is so clear and it's just so understanding. And you guys honestly have this calming energy about you that your reading for me is very calming. Like, I can just close my eyes and read for you. So with this card here, for what your hidden potentials are, it's you guys being so emotionally mature and having that wisdom and being able to practice your discernment, right? And being in tune with your intuition and being so compassionate, not only for yourself, but for others. You guys are so very understanding and patient. And if you're not there yet, you will get there. Like, this is literally a spread to see what defines you, how to unlock you, your highest self. And that's what this is here. So if you're not there yet, don't worry. This is coming for you for sure. You guys are in the process of finding out who it is you want to be, what you want to do. what your morals are, what you value, what your standards are, right? And in doing so, you guys are also the type of person who is very understanding of other people. And that's why you can be very compassionate for other people. Like, you understand, like, and it's not to say that you're going to deal with their bullshit, right? You're going to be like, okay, I get it. I get what you're going through. However, don't play with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You guys are firm. You guys are very like those gentle, like the strong but gentle type of person. Like, you guys have that about you, that energy about you for sure. So that is your potential. Like, you guys are strong yet gentle. Very much so. One second. Let's get any other messages. If you get any other messages for those that selected pile number 3, please, Spirit. Any additional messages? We have the Four of Wands. There we go. The Four of Wands. Let's see. And more cards for it. Any additional messages? Ooh. Okay, we got 2 more, and that's absolutely okay. Oh my god. Hold on now. Okay. You guys got 2 major arcana cards. You guys got the Star card. Okay. And you guys got, I'm gonna keep it like this because you can't see her chachas. And you guys got the Empress, okay? The 2 major arcana cards. I'm gonna keep it like that just because this video would get banned or restricted and not get exposure to multiple people because of that nudity on the card. So anyways, let me just show you something, okay? I was gonna reveal after this what you guys got at the back of the deck, but let me just show you. Let me just show you what you guys got at your back of the deck. The Empress, double Empress here. I'm telling you. And look at, oh my god, you guys have the star right behind the Empress. I'm keeping them. Like, oh my god. I kid you not, I did not know that star was there. I just knew the Empress was there because I always like to consider the back of the deck card because it's the overall energy of the whole read. And you guys got the Empress and the star back to back. That is so fucking beautiful. You guys, regardless of any like negativity that you guys may be going through, pile number 3, any heartbreaks, any grief, or any sadness that you guys are going through, you guys have this innate talent to transmute it into a wonderful experience for you. I know that's hard to hear, especially when you're in the middle of the eye of the storm. You're like, what the fuck? How is this going to be a celebratory event? But just know that everything happens for you and not to you. And your guys' ability to always have hope and remain hopeful, right? And to see yourself for what you truly are, and knowing that you are just like this divine celestial being, that you guys know your worth and you guys do not put up with anything less than that. So because of that, you guys always get rewarded with wonderful things in your life, right? And you guys carry yourself in such an abundantly beautiful, natural way that that you guys naturally attract things to you. That's what I'm saying. You guys are just so wise. You guys are just so, it's just how you carry yourself. One second, let me put this right here. So it's just how you carry yourself and the way in which you carry yourself with such confidence. Ooh, excuse me. Like, no matter what you have gone through, you guys have always remained true to yourself, and you guys have always held yourself in a high regard, pile number 3. And that is such, that is such an amazing thing to do for yourself, is to have that self-respect and that self-love and compassion for yourself. And that is why your cup runneth over. That is your hidden potential. So much love and self-respect, self-love and self-respect, that you do not depend on others to give it to you, because you learned that a long time ago, right? To not place your need for love, attention, affection onto others. You know that you have to give that to yourself, and that whoever else decides to give that to you, reciprocate that energy to you, It is a bonus. And if they ever decide to leave and move on with their life, you know, hey, that is okay. It hurts that they decided to leave, but it is okay because I can love me. I will always be here for me. And I know that source, God, goddess, whatever you subscribe to will bring someone back to me that will reciprocate this energy for me. And let me just tell you something. When you love yourself and hold yourself to a high standard and show yourself the utmost love and respect, you set the standard, if not verbally, physically, but energetically, you set that standard and people will start to reciprocate that for you. And that is such an amazing thing that you have learned to cultivate with time. Pile number 3. I love that for you guys. So before moving forward, I'm just going to cover her. I'm going to cover her like that. Boom. There we go. So before moving forward, pile number 3, I'm going to read from the guidebook the message of this card, and then we'll pull other oracle cards before we end your reading, okay? So it says here, the sacred landscape wants you to know. Things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface, things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place all is well and serenity and peace are emerging. Things may seem challenging will Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been beneficial. Yes, I'm telling you guys that no matter when you guys are going through that eye of the storm, if not within a few days, weeks, months, or years. So like I was saying, that regardless of when you're going through this, have faith, right? And remain hopeful and optimistic. 1 second. Okay, knowing that you will eventually have your desired outcome, your desired life, your manifestations coming into fruition, right? Even in the surface level, shit might seem like it's not going right, not going your way, and things are just seeming very chaotic, very negative, very gloom. However, beneath the surface, things are working towards your favor. Remember the saying, things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And this other saying, rejection is a form of protection, right? It is keeping you away from things that were only going to cause you more harm. Okay, remember that, pile number 3. So let's get a card of how you can work your light from the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Let's see how you can work your light, pile number 3. Spirit, how can those in selected pile number 3 work their light? One card, please. Oh, okay. Got one quick. Okay. We've got here, mirror, who or what is triggering you? Yes. If you still find it very hard to let go of those heartaches and those grieving moments from the past, see who or what is triggering you. So maybe you guys are feeling called to do some journaling, to do like some journaling prompts to let go of all of those past negative experiences and to let it go. And another wonderful ritual that I have done is like I've journaled some past heartaches that I've experienced. I wrote it down and then in a fire safe container, I burned that motherfucker in the ground. Like I just was like, I can see it physically releasing from my body. Okay, at the back of the deck here, we have Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Absolutely not. You do not have to do it alone. Let's put that one like that. Yeah, call in your tribe. Look at the back of the deck from like those 2 cards. It says here, protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Absolutely, don't give these people that power any longer. Like I had said earlier, you guys have that unique power what makes you unique is the ability to move forward and to be resilient and to call back your power. That is your potential, your power, pile number 3. All right, and now moving forward from the Divine Abundance cards, we're going to see what Divine Abundance awaits you when you unlock yourself, pile number 3. So what Divine Abundance is awaiting those from the selected pile number 3? Spirit guides of those that selected pile number 3, what Divine Abundance is awaiting them when they unlock themselves? What Divine Abundance is awaiting them when they unlock themselves? Oh my God, 1 second. We're going to pull for 2 more right now. So you guys got inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Yes. Yeah, especially for those that still haven't been able to move forward, coinciding with that card there, Mirror. That is something that you guys are working towards, is gaining inner power. And you guys have, oh my gosh, you guys have the Divine Abundance card. It says here, you were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Yes. One more card. I'm just going to pull from the back. You guys got signs. Instincts are the message from the divine, from the inner divine, excuse me. Yeah. So be mindful of signs when you get them in this next few days, weeks, months, even years. Be on the lookout for the signs that are guiding you on your divine abundance pathway and towards your inner power, for sure. Pile number 3. That is an amazing thing to see here. Truly, it's amazing. I'm telling you guys are tapping into your love, to your heart center. So maybe you guys are feeling called to do some heart chakra cleansing, tuning into your heart chakras. If you guys haven't, if you guys are feeling heavy. So the last card before we end the reading, I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Intuition Oracle. So I need you guys to tune in by taking 3 deep breaths. Take your first deep breath. Nice. Take your second deep breath. And your third. All right, let's get into it. So higher self of those that selected pile number 3. What is the message that you have for them? Any message that you have for those that selected pile number 3? Okay. And I'm going to pull from the back. So at the back of the deck, we have the Initiator. Affirmation, I overcome resistance and do what must be done now. Okay, so the 2 cards that you got, first one was this one here. It says the warrior. Affirmation, I can handle whatever life brings to me. And then we've got this card here. 50 says the contortist. Affirmation, I resist those who would have me bend to their will. Yes. Yes. Letting go of all those people that no longer serve you and aren't for your highest good. Let me look up the passage from the guidebook so we can read it. 1 second. Okay, for the warrior, the heart of the matter is, worry is a result of feeling that things are not working out the way they should be. Our attachment to things having to work out a certain way, along with our expectations, cause us to be critical as a way of getting things to be how we expect them to be. Analyzing a situation is an important step in making things better. However, anxiety holds us rigidly in place, preventing us from growing, particularly when we yearn to know the perfect plan or outcome of plans and actions before they have reached fruition. The unknown is always with us and must be embraced if we would live a full life. At its core, worry is a natural desire to protect you from pain by anticipating problems. However, you are also being practical and logical when you let your success transform your life, not your failures, real or imagined. Power can be gained by focusing on what has already been accomplished. Yes, absolutely. I'm telling you, this one literally coincides like when you're going through that hardship, when you're feeling that grief or pain or sadness, remember not to worry. Remember that everything is working in your favor and is working for you. And worry only causes to create more resistance in the energy. And it takes longer for your manifestations to come into fruition, or for all that you're working towards to be fulfilled. Moving forward to the contortist. This card here, the heart of the matter says, to ensure our success, we must be flexible and adaptable, and must understand the simple fact that living a balanced life in the face of often overwhelming forces is the way it is, has been, and will always be. Life is a balancing act in many ways, and being rigid in our beliefs is as debilitating to our experience of life as being physically inflexible is. By consciously stretching our belief system as we stretch our bodies through exercise, we avoid the pain associated with being overly rigid and unable to bend when we need to. We must also, however, make sure that being flexible never means allowing ourselves to submit to the illogical power mad people whose mental illness often give them the impetus and the ability to be so flexible in their values and morals that they are able to lie their way into a position of power over the sane good people who just want to live lives of quality and meaning undisturbed by unwelcome and often unlawful interferences. Yes, see, that is so beautiful. It is a message of us being flexible enough to be able to move and ebb and flow with life as it happens for you, but not so much so that you're easily unrooted out of your morals, out of your moral compass or your values, so much so that you lose yourself, right? Be flexible that you can flow with life, right? And let life happen for you, but not so flexible to the point that you lose yourself, right? So that is such a beautiful message from your higher self, pile number 3. I'm so happy for you guys and in your guys' unlocking your true self. Um, Thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to my channel. Don't forget to share this video with anyone you think would care to watch, and follow me on Instagram. It's at co_creatinghermit, where I share similar content to this and much more. Same for my blog. Yeah, and I'll catch you next week. Bye, Cosmic Babe.